Hi, and welcome back to the best of WSU and Company. Well, before we took that break, you watched the abduction of Brooke Ellinghauser in its entirety. But the abduction was not the only weekly feature on WSU and Company throughout the past quarter. Other weekly features include Beach Weekly, The Spearheads, News with Sharon Steinhoff, Sharon Rooney's movie review, and more. So the following is a composite look at all of these weekly things brought to you every week on WSU and Company. So let's take a look at that right now.
Good evening, Winona. We're the Spirits, US Entertainment, and you got it. We're the Spirits. We're playing at the West End Spunket Hotel right here in beautiful downtown Winona.
I was talking to Al, trying to decide of things that we could do in the show, and I said something like maybe doing a musical group, you know, that would use other people's songs and stuff, and only be dressed up different, like say be dressed up as a new wave band and play something like a polka, you know, which would come off, you know, pretty different. And so we started to do this. We did one episode, and we were all dressed up as new wavers, and instead of playing a different song, we played a new wave song.
If you've never heard of us before, the Spirits, that's because we come direct from England. And we've been big stars in England for many, many years. We've sold more albums than even Elvis Presley, the Beatles, and even Slim Whitman all combined. That's right. We've got our latest album right here. It's entitled Spirits, Assault on Baby's Head. And with each album, you get one of these little baby's head rights in here. Right here. You can beat it, you can whip it, you can drop it on the floor, you can even stamp on it, and it's washable and reusable. Right. Everybody likes the baby. That's our album, Assault on Baby's Head. Now let's get on with the members of the band. Right here on bass guitar is Rex Harris. On keyboards, well, we don't know what his name is. He just walked in and hasn't had time to fill out the application, so we just said, okay, you're one of us. On drums, right back there, is Ivor Iverson. Right, Ivor, buddy. All right. Here on lead guitar is Les Apt. Right here, that's him. He's Les Apt. Right. And my name is Appy Trails, and we're the Spearheads once again, and we're going to sing something from our latest album, Assault on Baby's Head. So the name of the song is I Don't Want to Be Your Man. 1, 2, 3, go!
Hell no, I don't wanna be your man. like California.
Okay, today I'm going to show you how to capture a woman on the beach. I have written a book on how to capture women. I have thousands of different ways of doing it, and I'm about to show you how in a second. Okay, in this step, the female lays on the beach. It's a familiar scene you'll see on every lake in the whole area. Okay, this is one of the simplest ones to do. It should take less than 5 seconds to get her to fall for me because I'm so charming and good looking. Okay, here we go. I'll take you down there, show you how it's done. Hi, I'm Mr. Beach Weekly. I was just wondering if after you got done with your suntan this afternoon, if you'd like to come over to my house for a cocktail or something. First off, they always try to play hard to get. Just remember, if step number 1 fails, go to step number 2. Okay, now I bring you to step number 2. In my book that I've written, it tells you how to capture the woman after the first misattempt. I want to warn you people at home, this is not something that everybody can do. You have to master it first. They try to play hard to get, first off, but now I'm going to show you how to get them on the second try. Take you on down there. Hi, miss. I'm Mr. Beach Weekly. Remember over there a little while ago, you kind of told me you wanted to come over to my house for a cocktail after you got your suntan today, and notice the arm around her? See, I told you they tried to play hard to get. And I guess that brings us up to step number 3.
Okay, leave them rolling, Ryan.
This brings us to step number 3. If you're playing with some kind of object, such as a volleyball, soccer ball, or a frisbee down at the beach, one easy way to get their attention is to toss it over by them, then sit down and start to talk to them. I'll show you how it's done by a professional. Hi, I'm Mr. Beach Weekly. Forget it. Oh, remember, don't ever quit. This brings us to step number 4. In this step, number 4, you got to try to catch them on the run. It's very tough to do, and I've mastered this greatly. Say miss. Hi, I'm Mr. Beach Weekly, and oh! Don't worry, I still have 3 more steps. She's playing so hard to get, I don't know. Step number 5. This one is one of the easier steps because I know the girl she's talking with at the moment. Her name is Sue. And I go up to Sue, and I have her introduce me to her friend, C, and then kind of get rid of Sue, because, Sue and I aren't really that good of friends. And then I get to meet the girl I want to meet. Here it goes. Hope this works. Hi, Sue. Hi. You looking for good-looking guys and guys down at the beach? And Sue, who's your friend here? Hi. Remember me from before? I'll get it. I got 2 more tries. I always get them. Okay, this time I'm gonna give the macho image. I'm just gonna stand here and pretend like I'm hard to get, and then see, she'll just come running back to me because she'll think I'm not interested in her anymore. Hi, Fox. That's it. Brings us to the last step. I've tried hard. Let me remind you people at home, this isn't something that you should all do. Take physical body abuse like this. I got a feeling next time that she's going to do something to me again, but I don't even care. I'll be prepared. I'll get her. Okay, this brings us down to the last and final step. I've trained years for this, and I want to let you know that this shouldn't be tried by kids at home without the basic training techniques in my book. See, this is the group situation. I anticipate group abuse, body abuse, physical, mental, and I'm all prepared because I've taken all the classes. Here goes.
Hi. Aren't you the guy of the Beach Weekly?
Yeah, why?
Well, God, I seen you on TV and you're kind of cute.
You think so? It worked. It worked. Just a second, let me get this off. Oh, no.
Well, if it's going to take all
No.
day, then just
Wait a second.
Anyway, what do you got for us in news, Sharon?
Well, we have a report on the latest school board action, a story on the WSU food service, and videotape of the World Hunger Seminar.
Sounds good. Why don't you just go ahead and give us the news?
Okay. Catholic education is definitely on the upswing as more and more people in the Winona area become interested in private education.
Hi, I'm Ann Zarin, reporting right here on the Winona State University campus. Today I'm asking students their opinion on the National Enquirer Carol Burnett court case.
Those two schools, shown here, now have about 200 students attending, will close at the end of this school year, and the school administration estimates a savings of about $200,000. A public discussion was sponsored by the Society for a Libertarian Society in Crisco Commons. We have more on the subject as Peggy Frank with cameraman Joel Kraft reports.
On March 19th, a public forum was held by the Students for a Libertarian Society on the El Salvador situation and the draft.
In other upcoming events on the community calendar, tomorrow, April 8th, there will be a hunger awareness discussion at the Newman Center.
There you have it, folks, boating in Winona. This has been Annie Fugelstead, reporting from Bob's Marina.
In charge of the studio production of the telethon was WSU's head of TV services, Dennis Pack. WSU and Company reporter John Yashewski talked to Pack about the telethon's success.
Things worked out very well. The talent, the on-air talent was very good, very cooperative, did a good job.
This is John Yashewski along with cameraman Al Light for WSU and Company News. Back to you, Sharon.
In other news concerning the Wilkie, it has been 3 months now since the Wilkie burned to the ground, and it was immediately after the fire that the Winona Chamber of Commerce set up a fundraising committee to raise monies for rebuilding of the steamboat.
This is Joe Kraft signing off for WSU and Company News.
But Dorm Director Peak felt that the main cause of alcohol abuse is that society says alcohol is so acceptable. That's all for the news. Back to you, Al.
Well, thank you, Sharon. I just can't believe that. What was that percentage again here on campus?
98% of the disciplinary actions are caused by drinking on campus.
On campus. God, that's so amazing to believe. I didn't think that many people drank, actually. Well, another fine job with the news, Sharon, and we'll see you after Easter for another report, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. What's this?
We got pressures.
I'm trying to do a show, and Randy, you're not even supposed to be on. It's time for the movie review. Sharon, I'm really disappointed.
Sorry, Al.
Well, so you went and saw a movie for us the other night, huh?
Well, I did a little more than that. I saw 2 movies.
The movie review is a lot of fun. I get into the theaters free, and we try to make each movie review somewhat humorous.
I can't go into the movie much further without giving it away, but there's one thing I'd like to add to this, Jill. I think Paul Newman's a total fox. You know, the guy's got it. He can take a licking and keep on ticking. And rumor has it that Paul's a shy kind of guy, and so I just thought I'd make things a little easier in case you're watching, Paul, and I just thought I'd give you my phone number. It's 452-8935. You know, Paul, I'm shy too, and I think we could get along really well, and you looked really great in the movie, so here's that number again. Oops, wrong number. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 452-8935. Randy, don't write that down. Paul, call collect, I'll accept the charges.
And there was one other weekly feature on WSU and Company throughout the past 7 shows. If you can't remember what it is, well, how often did you hear this line? And so, with no further ado, WSU and Company is proud to present Aura, a film by John Fisk.
So here's Trash, a film by Bruce Wasserman. So now here's a trip
From Houston to Winona, a film by Steve Bergsgaard.
Yes, in my opinion, our Film by Series was an excellent concept, helping to add diversity throughout our WSU and Company series. But there was 3 of our Film by Series that stuck out in my mind as the most popular, and I'd like to show them to you right now. The first one involved a documentary on, of all things, trash, and it was by WSU student Bruce Wasserman.
Excuse me, sir, we're making a film on trash. Do you have any opinions?
Trash? Is this film rated X?
Trash is the basis of our whole economy. We have a disposable economy. Garbage trucks, landfill areas. We need more trash.
Say that much, you know, it's not all, you know, stingy or whatever. You can, a lot of different ways you can use it.
They find
cans or whatever. That's about it.
Sometimes if you go to the kind of parking area, if you go to the lake
more rationale
for the
behind
picnic or just for
opposition.
bike riding, sometimes I can see lots of garbage. You know, like around the shore.
What are you talking about
And
that for?
sometimes I wish that the people
Well, I
put
think it's
everything in the
Just awful.
garbage can instead of
Stop it.
instead of lining
You
them
walk down
on the
street and
shore
see
or something.
People throwing gum wrappers around and stuff. It's just terrible. It should be stopped. You know. Clean up.
Garbage. It stinks. I like garbage, you know. I like to collect it. It's one thing that I collect.
Some people
you know?
think trash
I
is
collect
great
it
stuff,
usually
and
on
they buy
Wednesday
it.
nights or
They
Thursday
build
mornings,
stores
pick up
and sell it.
Thursday day.
You know, like Kmart and stuff.
And I take it out to a bigger
I guess it's going to
collection
be
out in our
polyethylene
garage,
milk
you know? And in our garage, we have a collection from 14 other collectors.
tabs from our
And
beer
it's a
cans
lot of
and
fun.
pop cans.
I love to collect garbage. I like garbage. I like the way it
There's
smells.
even a better
Whenever I
statement
get a
on
chance,
than our
I glue it
commercials.
all over my hosing floor and ride the lights on anywhere we get off. Beer cans,
Crunch them
frozen
up and
TV dinner
recycle them.
trays, spinach
Get
cans,
iron oxide
used
out of them if you
Kleenex,
want to.
scratch
There's
paper,
there's just a
old
lot of things you
string,
can do with
cheese wrappers,
old
half-eaten peanut
cans
butter
and,
sandwiches,
uh,
butter tubs,
old
steak
paper
bones,
bags, you know,
fish
and
bones, paper towels,
polyethylene milk jugs.
egg
Boy,
cartons,
there's
milk
an
cartons,
infinite number of things
yogurt
you can
cartons,
do with that.
cigarette
Going to the
cartons,
garbage dump is one
frozen
of
vegetable
my
packages,
favorite things.
table scraps, watermelon
I
rind,
really enjoy filtering
children's
through
drawings,
the trash and
yesterday's
seeing what there is.
newspapers, aluminum
Of course, you
foil,
have to watch out for the
Kentucky Fried Chicken boxes,
bulldozer tracks.
pizza
and
boxes,
Garbage
popcorn
I like
bags,
like that.
ice cream cartons,
Take it upstairs and put it on my
popsicle
desk.
sticks,
bad
banana
stuff.
peels,
I feel
cello
it's
packages,
not that bad.
cereal boxes, cracker
Winona's
crumbs,
supposed to be
peach
the
pits,
all-American city.
Q-tips covered with
I don't know
earwax,
what the situation was.
torn up
Because I'm on
crushed nuts,
campus here and I
chewed
didn't know
gum,
that there was any
wine
problem.
bottles, half-chewed rolls, candle sticks, T-bone steak wraps, price tags, comic book covers, signed pictures. Our second Film by Series was a 1,500-mile-per-hour trip using time-lapse photography from Houston to Winona, Minnesota, as brought to us by Steve Bergsgaard. And probably the best film by we had during the running of WSU and Company was a film by John and Barb Fisk and Renee Rosengrad entitled Aura. WSU and Company was proud to be the first to premiere this to the general public.
us, Aura is an excellent example of the talent of its director, John Fisk. John Fisk acted as faculty advisor for WSU and Company throughout its initial concept way back at the beginning of the school year. John will be leaving us next year for a new job at Illinois State University. And I'd like to take time now to thank John for everything he has done for everyone during his 4 years at Winona State University. I'd like to consider myself especially close to John. I've had the privilege of working with him on several projects and classes throughout my 4 years here at Winona State University. And I feel I owe him a debt I can never repay, as do many other mass communication students here at Winona State University. The experience and knowledge John has given us is one of the best things anyone can offer to anyone else. We're not trying to be melodramatic, but the following is a tribute to this man, a tribute for all he has done to the Mass Comm department here at Winona State University. A tribute to the man, John Fisk.
But you can get out of a college just as much as you put into it. And in the communications business, unless you are able to communicate and have had experience in doing that, your college certificate or degree doesn't really mean very much.
I've got to stop, take a look at myself. I've got to put the past behind me and bury my sorrow. I've got to stop, take a hold of my life. There's no more room for second guessing. I must think of tomorrow. I've made mistakes I can't undo. I can't replace the life I knew. I've got to start out new. And time will show me the way. I'm gonna let time show me the way. I've got to go ahead with the dreams that are heading so hard for me, for they are mine always. Oh, I've got to start out new, and time will show me the way. I'm gonna let time show me the way. Oh, time will show me the way. I'm gonna let time show me the way. I've gotta let time show me the way. I'm gonna let time show me the way. I've gotta let time show me the way. I'm gonna let
But the film is for people who are sentimental like me, I guess, in a way. It lets you hold on to things. It's a very permanent record.
Thanks, John, for everything. Well, so far, our Best of WSU and Company has looked mostly at our weekly features. But we at WSU and Company tried to bring you a diversity of other types of features every week. And these ranged from anything from super serious to super zany. And they included such things as a feature on children, the St. Mary's Ghost Legend, the satirical commentary on the theft of a photo display gallery photograph, and a thing on electronic video games. So what I'd like to do now is show you a portion of each one of these 4 features that we presented on WSU and Company.
Pinball games and electronic computer games have become quite the craze of the nation. Few bars in Winona are without them. We're here at Dillinger's with manager Randy Coronabush to find out what all the excitement is about. Randy, do you purchase these machines and install them yourself, or do the companies come in and do it them?
The companies bring them in. We give them the room. They bring them in. They take care of them. They fix them when they're broken. What we do is we split it halfway down the middle. They get 50, we get 50, and then they take, they have to pay taxes on them, so they take that also. And the machines are a good draw for the bars because sometimes during like your happy hours and stuff, people don't like to come in and just sit around and talk, so they'll come in, and when you've got the machines, it's kind of a draw because they like to play them like our Pac-Man machine and stuff. A lot of people just love playing those machines. And it seems to be the more colorful and the faster the game is, the more people want to play it. It's more of a challenge.
About how much do one of these cost?
Well, they vary depending on the type of machine, but they run approximately from $1,500 to $2,000 or more, depending on the machine. And if they have compressors, they might run up. It's hard to say. I'm not real sure on the figures, but possibly up to maybe 4.
When did these become popular?
The game machines? Well, videos have just come in their own, possibly over the last 4 or 5 years. Pac-Man has been a real big, big one here, as we can see. It's one of our best machines at present.
Do you play any of these?
When I'm not working.
What's your favorite?
I like Pac-Man. It's fairly new and I enjoy it. It's a little different touch. I like the colors. I like colors.
A recently opened business in downtown Winona, located on 3rd Street, that specializes in having a wide assortment of electronic and pinball games is the Electric Arcade, which is owned and managed by Rocky Olson. We talked to Mr. Olson about his most popular machines and how much people can spend on machines.
What's your most popular game here?
The most popular in that is the game called Asteroids. And close to it, I would say, would be Pac-Man would be real close as far as a closely related game, along with a couple other good video games in that.
About how much per week? Are there some kids here that come in all the time? About how much would they spend per week?
Oh, I would say on the average, because some kids, let's say, during a particular week may spend, quite a bit, way out of line, but I would say on the average, probably somewhere in the area of maybe $4 or $5 a week, I would say on the average. That may be a little bit high in that. There's quite a few that come in to spend a couple dollars.
Electronic games are literally sweeping the country, especially among high school and college-age students, and it appears they're here to stay, getting more and more sophisticated and more colorful. Our thanks to Dillinger's and the Electric Arcade for both their time and cooperation. For WSU and Company, this has been Monica Gasca, along with camera person Al Light reporting.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on our show, we try to relax and have a lot of fun, but there comes a time when you just have to be serious, and now is one of those times. A few weeks ago, over in the photo gallery, the recently opened photo gallery in Thompson Hall, located in room 119, a photograph was stolen. The works of one of our fellow students was lost. We at WSU and Company were dismayed that something like this would happen, so I went down to the photo gallery in room 119 and made these personal comments about the theft and my reaction to them. Hi everyone, I'm Al Light, and I'm presently standing inside room 119 of Thompson Hall here on Winona State University's campus, which is a room where photographers can have their photos displayed. Presently showing here is the works by Terry Raslig and Mary Farrell. Preceding their displays were works by Mark Ness and Yoshiko Okura. It was while Yoshiko's work were on the walls here that someone stole one of her photographs. Yes, my friends, on May 1st, 1981, some person, male or female, took it upon him or herself to enter this room, lift one of these photos off the wall, and exit this room with no intention whatsoever to return it to its rightful owner. Now, for anyone who's had any experience whatsoever with photography, they can realize and sympathize in the time and effort someone like Yoshiko Okura put into this one photograph.
Now, some of you with less experience might say, well, why can't you just use their negative to make a new photo? Well, these people obviously do not realize that just one photo takes hours to develop. Hours of developing and redeveloping using such photographic processes as cropping, burning in, blocking, exposing, and the list goes on and on. Hours of getting your photograph just perfect. Hours just to achieve the exact effect you want. And to get this exact same effect is nearly impossible. Now, for example, I want you to look at a excuse me. I want you to look at a photograph here, okay? Now, this photograph by Terry Raslig more than likely took uncountable hours of shooting, developing, redeveloping to get it just the way that Terry wanted it. You know, to use it would make Terry feel as if she had lost a part of herself. I'm sure Yoshiko felt the same way when she lost her stolen photograph. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, some being, no, some scum, yes, scum, entered the security room and stole the works and efforts of a WSU student. Some scum who has no feelings of humanity and the works of his fellow beings. Some person took and stole and never returned some picture that is meaningless to him compared to the producer of this picture. Yes, my friends, one must ask, what is this world coming to? What respect is there for the efforts of their fellow beings? If the burglar is out there listening, I appeal to a sense of humanity, to come forward, admit his wrongdoing, and be prepared to suffer the consequences of his actions, and be prepared to suffer them like a man, not like common scum. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. For WSU and Company, this has been Al Light reporting with a special WSU and Company commentary.
Meet Teddy Tubbs. Teddy holds the unusual job of being in charge of 3 women, my women. Meet the first one, Mary Pat Webster, the intellect and brains of the group. Meet the second one, Chrissy Capuzzi, an expert lockpick with a bad failing for men. And meet the third one, Samantha Dontelli, commonly referred to as Sam, who as an ex-hitman for the Mafia, has turned her superhuman strength for more moralistic goals. And me, well, just call me Casey. As for my girls, call them Casey's Calamities. Good evening, Calamities.
Hi, Casey.
Salutations, Casey.
Hi, Casey.
How's it going, Case?
I suppose you're all anxiously awaiting your next mission.
Just so it's better than the last one, Casey. Investigating rapists at St. Teresa was really Dullsville. We didn't even find one.
Yes, but the transactional analysis of the frightened female species mind is fascinating research. Don't you agree, Teddy?
I'm good. Yes, I'm good.
Well, regardless, I think you'll find your next assignment not even more challenging, but more dangerous and exciting. For you see, it was August 27th, 1915, that marked the day when strange things began happening at the College of St. Mary's. For it was on this day that an assassination attempt by Father Lawrence Michael Leashes upon the person of Bishop Patrick R. Heffron occurred. As founder of the college, Bishop Heffron ran his school domineeringly, always striving for perfection in every aspect of the college. Meanwhile, Father Leashes was a man unstable in his work. Often he would ask Heffron for a parish of his own, but this request was repeatedly denied. According to Heffron, Leashes was unqualified for such a post, and he also felt that Leashes was insane. Heffron had no recorded incidences to back up this claim, at least not until the fateful night of the assassination attempt. For on that night, while Bishop Heffron was alone celebrating Mass, Father Leashes burst into the room and with a loaded revolver fired 3 shots, one entering his front left thigh, one entering his right lung, and a third going wild and impacting in the altar. Leashes fled the scene and was subsequently arrested, a gun found in his room that 3 shots had been fired from. Bishop Heffron survived the assassination attempt and was the only major witness in the two-day trial which resulted in Leachy's being committed to the state hospital for the dangerous insane in St. Peter, Minnesota. Here he remained for over 20 years until his death in 1943. Father Leachy's died an unhappy, unfulfilled, and broken man. But that doesn't end the story. Since then, many strange things have happened at St. Mary's, and most specifically, Heffron Hall. Even before Leachy's death, a nun at one point found Father Edwin Lynch's charred body facing upward in the formation of a cross, his body totally burned, yet his surrounding sheets were unharmed. Lynch was a good friend of Heffron and a bitter enemy of Leachy's. It is said, according to a legend, that during a heated argument between Lynch and Leachy's, that Leachy's quoted a Bible passage that read, "And the Lord shall come again to the sounding of trumpets." His body was found totally charred along with his Bible, except for one short passage that read, "And the Lord shall come to the sounding of trumpets." And besides that death, 4 other priests all died of unnatural causes before Leachy's death in 1943. And yet there's more. For after Leachy's death, several unexplainable phenomena have happened, such incidences as people seeing cloaked figures calling for them, blood running out of urinals and water taps, a dead body found with a cross burnt in its chest, and more. None of these incidences have been proven, yet nor have they been disproven.
It is my comprehension, then, that we are about to embark into an excursion to implore and explore the probability of a spiritual presence of the Father Leachy's.
I wish she talked sensibly.
Well, I think she means a ghost.
Oh.
What I fail to find non-plausible is the fact that the other researchers, scientists, and interested partisans of the psychic phenomena have not excavated the possibility of spiritual presence.
Ah, Mary Pat, but they have. In 1969, a team of such partisans, people, used infrared film to establish the fact that a temperature drop of 15 degrees is found at approximately 1:45 a.m. Father Leachy's was reportedly died at some time between 1:30 and 2 a.m. These temperatures did not occur throughout the entire Heffron Hall, but only in certain cold spots. And also found by the film tests were drafts that were found to travel from the closed window at the east end of the hall. Your mission, then, Calamities, is to find the ghost and report back to me. Good luck, good ghoul hunting, and much success.
I wonder if Father Leachy's is cute.
He won't be when I get done with him.
What do you think, Teddy? You haven't said anything so far.
Hi, what are you doing?
Picking a lock.
That's funny, it's not even locked.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, he was pretty cute.
Come on, we got a job to do. Chrissy, me and you will go this way, and Teddy and Mary Pat, you go that way. I remember this time I was working for the cartel, and John, he was just the meanest, toughest guy you'd ever seen. He'd blow anybody's head away if they sneezed. Yeah, we were walking down the street in New York one day, and he saw this lady he didn't like, and so he told us to blow her away. her face ended up looking like scrambled eggs. It was really cool. And there was this guy that was just the meanest, toughest, grossest thing you'd ever seen. And Don didn't like him either, so we had to blow him away. Then Don just walked up to him. Chrissy, where the hell are you?
No! 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 No!
Where the hell did he go?
What'd you do that for, Sam?
Well, why the hell did you scream?
I wanted to think I was too easy.
According to my ghostograph, there are strange emanations coming from the cubicle ahead. I think I'll go and investigate the matter. There's no reason to be frightened. There's no emotional upset.
I guess I could stay there by myself, I guess.
That's fine. I'll proceed. I suffered an apparent miscalculation, but according to the degrees, the ghost should be right about right here.
I owe this guy you.
But why? So, you. It must be them. It's gotta be.
Oh, you people are no fun.
How'd your mission go, Calamities?
Not knowing and for fear of deviating from the strict paths of rectitude, I feel a delicacy in articulating.
What does that mean?
I think she means she doesn't know, Chrissy. But regardless of whether you answered the question, is there a ghost of Heffron or not, there is one thing we can say. It appears that most people during childhood believe in ghosts. We can remember the unpleasant experiences of childhood, the terror of an empty house, dark rooms, and unknown places. These were all made more horrifying to our undeveloped minds. As we grew up, we learned to lock these fears away and even laugh at ourselves for feeling them. As adults, we have built a predictable, secure world around us, and anything that threatens this security, such as ghosts, is claimed to be unreal. Thank you, Calamities.
Hi everyone, Al Light here with company player Deb Stangler, and we're here at Cochran Elementary School in Miss Elliott's second grade class.
Helping teach this quarter is Barb Nogan, who is student teaching here, and she's also a student at WSU. We will be going into talking to her second graders and to see what they have to say.
We're going to go in now and talk to Miss Elliott and Miss Nogan and their class, and as Deb says, we'll just talk to them about, well, anything that happens to come up. So let's go inside and talk to them now. This is Miss Elliott, the teacher of Cochran's second grade class. And this is Miss Nogan, her temporary assistant. And this is the class, comprised of 19 students who, when talked to, showed how children can take a unique view on things.
Okay, who do you think works harder? Kids or grown-ups?
Kids.
Kids?
Kids.
Why?
We do all the work. They just make it for us.
Oh, they do, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think about, like, when you work at home? Who does more work?
I don't do much work. There's 6 other kids.
There's 7 kids in your family?
7 kids in our family, too.
Okay. What's your favorite TV program?
Dukes of Hazzard.
Why do you like Dukes of Hazzard?
It's mine too.
Why do you like the Dukes?
You're cute.
Which one do you like better, Bo or Luke?
Bo.
Eric, since you're all look like you're all ready to talk, what do you plan to do when you grow up?
Probably do what my dad does.
What does your dad do?
Well, he's a lumberman. He saws up lumber and stuff.
Don't you want to be anything exciting, like maybe a fireman or no? Why?
Might get burnt up in a fire. I'm gonna make buttons like my ma does at ASCO.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Where would you like to live when you grow up, and why? Eric?
Probably in Chicago.
In Chicago, why?
No, maybe I might live in Green Bay.
Green Bay? Do you like big cities?
Especially Green Bay because that's where my favorite team lives.
Oh, does that happen to be the Green Bay Packers?
Yep.
You like football, huh?
Yeah.
How about you?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do you like the Green Bay Packers?
Yeah.
How about the Minnesota Vikings?
No.
No? I'm from Minnesota. I like the Vikings. Okay. What's your favorite TV program? What are yours?
The Hulk and the Dukes.
Hulk and the Dukes. What do you like about the Hulk? When he changes to all green?
The fun part is when he changes all to green. For the Packers, especially.
You're a big football fan, huh?
Yeah.
You don't want to be a football player when you grow up?
I changed my mind. Yes.
You do? If you had one wish to change anything that you could, what would you do?
I'd make my room cleaner so my mom wouldn't yell at me.
How about you?
I'd, so I could be smart and then I wouldn't have to go to school. I'd sleep all my life.
Sleep all your life? I don't think that'd be very much fun. Do you like to sleep a lot? You do. How about you, Billy? What would you do?
I'd probably wish for our whole family is in Hawaii.
Oh, that would be nice.
Okay, what's your favorite TV show? Who wants to go first? How about over at this end? What's your favorite TV show?
Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzards. How come you like that one?
Because I like when they go around the corners and jump and stuff.
Who do you like better, Miss Nogan or Mrs. Elliott?
Miss Nogan.
Why is that?
She has more work than Mrs. Elliott.
How come she's got more work?
Because Mrs. Elliott just sits around.
I think we better get on to somebody else. Okay, what do you think about being here with all these boys?
I hate it.
How come?
Because I don't like boys.
Why not?
I don't know.
Do you like me?
Yeah?
Well, I'm a boy.
Yeah?
Well, then why don't you like boys?
I don't know.
What about you three? You like girls?
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah.
Do ya? Do any of you have girlfriends?
No.
No? Why not?
I don't know.
Well, if you like girls, why don't you have a girlfriend? You don't like them that much, huh? They're kind of like all right as friends, but not as girlfriends, right? They've got it down. Okay, now if you guys had one wish, one thing you could have, what would you wish for? Let's start at this end.
$1 million.
$1 million? You think money's pretty important, huh? What would you do with $1 million?
Spend it.
On what?
On taxes.
Okay, if a first grader, let's say a first grader came up to you and asked you for some advice about being a first grader, being as you, as a second grader, have already been first grader, what kind of advice would you give to him?
Try it yourself.
All right. Tell me, who do you think works harder? Do you think children work harder or grown-ups?
Kids.
How come kids?
Because teachers make too much work for what we have to do them.
And what do they do while you're doing all that work?
They sit around and read newspapers.
When talking to children, it is obvious that they have a logic all their own. But we'd better care enough and take enough time to consider that, as George Benson put so eloquently in song, that the children are our future, and in them we can find the greatest love of all.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my need. A lonely place